As soon as I set out my intention, it started raining, it started pouring. I'm just like, dang, my inspiration just went right out the window. So I've been just having patience, trying to be patient, and I'm just like, it just had to be this week where, the you know, it's raining, it's muddy, it's all wet, and I was just thinking about, like, I was really sad today because I guess I was thinking about the loss. I was saying how when you lose something that's not really worth a price, it's not worth money, you lose something that's not worth money, it's better to appreciate. But then I guess it all depends on the work you put into it. So it's just like I'm always going through this loop to where I I see something that I've put so much effort and energy into just become gone, you know? It's just gone. And it's more so, I guess it wasn't really about the money. It was just about the energy and the time that I gave it. And I guess you can become disappointed with something that doesn't cost much, but more so the cost is time and energy rather than money. And I was really disappointed. I still am disappointed because it's just like a lot. It's just the world just tends to sabotage you, sabotage everything. Um, Mix up your words and make it seem as though you're lying when really it's all about the moment. In that moment I felt good. I'm like, yeah, I didn't buy it, but I lost it. Um, and this time around it's like I didn't buy it, but I lost it. But I did give it that energy to where I cherished it. And now it's just like people and what they do to sabotage something that you cherish the most. It just takes a lot out of you. It's easy to destroy your faith. It's easy to, discourage you. I was looking at, like I said, I was looking at that woman. I'm like, she just, she's walking so fast paced. I became discouraged because of the weather and how much time it takes for me to do what I want to do. But when you're, when you don't think about what's preventing you from doing it, you tend to overcome and you tend to, you know, do it anyway. I was discouraged in one area, but I couldn't become uplifted in this area because I'm still thinking about that moment and what happened. You tend to think like, where did I go wrong? What happened? Why did this happen? What did I do? You know? And then you experience that feeling of emptiness and sadness and discouragement. And that's exactly what I felt. Discouraged, empty, and sad, you know? Feeling like I lost. Just like that guy once said, when you're down, there's only one way you can go up. But I feel like that's complete BS. I feel like when you're down, there's still a down, the ground. You become grounded into knowing that you're always gonna experience discouragement. There's always gonna be some area in your life where you feel like you lost. You feel as though you just can't come up from where you are. you know, trying to replace a good habit, trying to replace a bad habit with a good habit, but there's always interferences and there's always something to, get in your way and prevent you from doing what you set out to do, you know. I guess it all depends on your attention, where you place your attention in that moment, where you ground it when you set that intention, or wasn't you? And then that's where it applies, you know. You want to become uplifted, I'm going to uplift you. But where are you to where I can uplift you? If you're not grounded, then how can you set your intentions on the ground? But you are grounded one way or another, you know. And I try to smile. I try to smile when I feel this way. I try to smile and make it seem as though I'm okay, because as a mother, that's how you have to be. You have to pretend like you're okay. You have to pretend like, nothing's wrong. And even though they see that nothing's wrong, you still have to go and approach them as though nothing is wrong. I'm happy. I'm good. I don't see no wrong in you. I don't see no mistakes. I don't see no imperfections. I don't see what, honestly, I do see. Where did I go wrong? You know? And maybe I didn't go wrong anywhere. Maybe it's just the same old bullshit affecting me in a different area, different location. But you can feel it in your spirit that something is wrong. Can looks be deceiving? When you feel it, you feel something is wrong and you see that something is wrong. What do you go by then? But then I walked out into a space and I felt as though it was okay, but I still can't shake the feeling that something went wrong, and I can't shake that voice inside my head asking, where did I go wrong? So when I seen that person walking, with her headphones on, just, exercise, and I don't know what she was doing. It seemed like she was exercising. She could have been racing for the bus or something, but what I seen was she seemed like she was, basically saying you can still do it. You can still be in this position, but it's all on you to make that decision. The choice is yours, you know. You think about all your past mistakes and it prevents you from going through with an idea in that moment, you know. You think about all the wrongs. You kind of compress the right or compress what has gone right from that situation. You prevent yourself from seeing the good because you're so focused on the bad, so you think, oh, this could be better, when honestly it's the same thing. Sometimes what feels good or what seems good is bad, You know, what seems right is wrong. And it's all about matching the energy. And that's the thing about this world. We prevent ourselves from experiencing that feeling we're actually looking for because we are so stuck on, we are stuck in place to where we have no control over the situation. So when we need something or we want something or we crave something so bad where it's out of our control, we have to sit around and wait for it because we are dependent on what's outside of us to comfort the situation or to make us feel better about something that just feels bad. I'm not perfect. I wish I was. You know, I tried and I failed. I won and I lost. When you thought you was, going in the right direction, it just all seems to crumble. Maybe this is what it felt like when that person lost their necklace. I seen it and it made me happy. And that person, in the midst of my happiness, that person was feeling devastated and sad because they lost something. You know, what made me happy made them sad, and it all goes back to it all goes back around to um, how people belittle other people to make them feel to make themselves feel better at the end of the day. How they make people so small, they turn people into this, you know, they objectify people, and they make them feel really, really small just so that they can feel superior. And sometimes when you're down, the only way they say, like I said, the only way that I mean, down is there's only one way you can go is up when you're down. But when you're down, there is another way down. It's laying down and saying, I'm tired. I don't want to get back up. This has hurt me to the point where I don't see no hope in the situation. If I get up, what's the point? Because I'm going to get knocked back down anyway. You know? It's called giving up. Or it can be called finding peace with the situation. Or it can just be called, I'm tired. You know? I'm tired. I don't want to be a puppet anymore in your puppet show. I don't care about the audience. I don't care about the applause. What I care about is out of my hands, unfortunately.